And now, stop me if you've heard this before on the Toddcast podcast.
If you follow football, or more specifically the CFL, you'll know that retired quarterback Travis Lulay played 10 seasons with the BC Lions. From 2009 through 2018, he was the CFL's most outstanding player in 2011, was named the most valuable player at the 2011 Grey Cup as well. Prior to the Lions, he played in the NFL with the Seahawks, the Saints, retiring from pro football in February 2019. And when Travis was a guest, which was only a few months after his retirement, we talked about, of course, all things football, as you would expect. From his first memory of the sport to realizing true potential, retired Lions quarterback Mike Riley came up. So did first concerts. We talked about Toby Keith. He shared a near-death story from back when he was a teenager. We talked about the shows that he was binge-watching at the time. Legalized weed came up. The superpower of bullet speed, aliens, and Earth. And stop me if you've heard this before. Travis broke down the NFL and the CFL, and how Canadian football is probably the harder of the two to play.
Yeah, I'll say this. Yeah, I mean, just playing quarterback, I can tell you that, man. It's more complex. There's 12 guys. There's so much more pre-snap motion. I say this often. You make a lot more of the decisions before the snap of the football in the NFL than you do in the CFL, because there's so much that happens just prior to the snap in the CFL that is different than the NFL. It just is by the rules. It's more of a static game. You generally get a better look at defenses. When I'm watching an NFL game and I'm hearing Tony Romo call half of the plays out, he's like, oh, they're going to throw it to this guy here. And well, you can see that in the NFL game. And someone had asked me, because I've done a little broadcast work, right? And could potentially pursue that at some point, but people say, would you be able to call it out like Tony? And I said, well, frankly, no. You'd be guessing in the CFL. There's just more options. There's more, more different looks that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there just is. There's extra guys. You got another guy running around. There's extra guy on defense. You just can't see. It's not as cut and dry. And, obviously NFL teams are very good at disguising defenses too. But just in general, it just is. It's a different game. You got to be managed differently. You got to take chances more wisely, or you got to be more choosy about it, because you only have three downs to make it first, right?
Downs,
it's just entirely different. The kicking game's so incredibly important, because it is harder to sustain long drives because of the nature of it being a 3-down game. Some of the rules do cater to the offense, obviously more motion, a little bit more space on the offensive line, those types of things do, but the one less down is more than an equalizer, right?
Stop me if you've heard this before on the Toddcast podcast is brought to you by Puff, purveyors of quality cannabis accessories since 1995. Use promo code TODCAST and get 20% off all regularly priced accessories and apparel, in-store and online at puff.ca.
Now, before you go hunting for something else to listen to, let me make it easy. I'm Mike Carruthers, host of a podcast called Something You Should Know, and I speak with experts about fascinating things that affect your life, from human behavior, relationships, health, science, and everyday mysteries. We've been downloaded millions of times because every episode teaches you something you'll be talking about later. Open up Something You Should Know and give it one episode. You might just find your new favorite podcast.
Reality TV is messy.
Pop culture is louder than ever.
And the internet
completely unhinged.
Welcome to Roxanne
and Chantel,
the podcast where cousins Roxanne and Chantel break down reality TV, celebrity drama, and the stories everyone's texting about.
We recap the shows,
spill the headlines,
and sit down with the stars themselves.
No filter,
no boring takes,
just the tea.
New episodes every week.
If it's trending,
we're talking about it.
This is Roxanne
and Chantel.
Let's get into it.
Goodbye, Kyle.
Did the sound of those words call to you like Pavlov's dog? Then you might enjoy our podcast, Turtle Time.
Every week, you can join me, Riley Hamilton, and my co-host, Amy Scarlotta, as we cover the most pressing Bravo news and dig into the new episodes to answer important questions like, who the hell is Adrian Malouf in this world?
Listen to Turtle Time on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday.